what's going on? Give it a little bit. I'm just doing this from the phone, so I didn't get a chance to put out a 30-minute notification that I was about to go live. But oh, hi Patricia, how's it going? Just a second, let me get my Bluetooth real quick. Man. All right, Joey, what's up, dude? Hey, I'm good, man. How are you? Here, I don't even need to put this in my ear. I'm the one doing the talking. My bad. Alright, shoot, man. What's up? AJ Davis, what's happening? Still trying to build up the subscriber base here on the new channel, but it is what it is. Just glad that I can get back on and interact with you all, because that was messed up. That was messed up how YouTube played me. Had me I had a video that was up. I took the thing down. I thought everything was cool, and then it hit me later like, oh, by the way, you have a strike, you can't live stream. So it's all good. NASA CGI Snakes, what's good? Anthony, what's happening? Thank you, your sweet place. Thank you. You have a good evening also. Just gonna be chatting about some things. Aurora Lee, what's going on? DR Lee, what's happening? Alright, Nate Lewis, what's up? Alright, so I was just wanting to, just talk about this whole situation, how we've all been programmed. We've all been programmed since we were children. And the way that goes about, the programming all came about through, cartoons. We used to watch the Jetsons, things like that. We see globe propaganda in these cartoons, in video games, movies. They talk about it in music, and it's all over the place, to a point to where we can't really escape it. But the way that it happened, we were programmed to believe in the globe when we were children. And we all know that, because they call it programming on TV. Now we return you to your regular scheduled program. Programming what? They're programming us. That's what it is, and they tell us with these words that they use. It's just a etymology that's used, the way that things are phrased in society and how this stuff works out. So yeah, that's what television is. That's why I never really liked TV. Growing up, it never really resonated. It all seemed fake, very contrived, very artificial. Although that's what it is. But then they came out with the reality TV. But I digress. But the whole concept is that we were programmed since we were children. And I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and she points out how when we were children, you remember being a kid, getting your first box of crayons. Like a little kid, you get your crayons out, you get the colors, and you get your paper. First thing you want to do is draw. We draw our surroundings. Wait, hold on. I think some dude's taking a picture of the van. Anyway, so as a child, we would draw our surroundings, and we would draw the green grass. Always look flat. Then we would draw a house, we would draw our parents, we would draw some trees, and everybody, we were talking about this, everybody draws the sun up in the corner, because as children, I feel like we all kind of knew that the sun wasn't that far away. Anybody in the chat, did you do the same thing? When I used to draw with my crayons when I was little D, I would always draw the sun up in the corner. The thing is, I believe that as children we already knew that the sun wasn't that far away. We already knew that the earth was still motionless, and that had to be programmed out of us through all these different ways and means. And I mean, it was very, very sneaky, very deceptive, and you know, they were really persistent with the programming, and it's been going on for like decades, centuries. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we did as kids, right? You know what I'm saying? We used to sit here, we'll draw it all out, and then put the sun up in the corner. Like as children, we already knew, and they had to program us with that globe propaganda while we were still in that stage where, you know, we were just in that receptive mode between like, you know, 1 and 7. I mean, the kids just like a sponge in those days. So, you know, that's why they had to program that stuff into us. You know, like the first thing we see walking into a classroom is 2 + 2, and the Earth is a globe. That's like the 2 first things that we were taught out there. You know, and it was for a reason. It's because as children, as you know, these newly born spiritual beings, we already knew that the earth was flat, that it was not moving, that it was stationary and all that. And not only were we programmed to believe in the globe, we weren't just programmed to believe in the globe, we were also programmed with these responses. And ultimately, the responses just kind of go against common sense to a degree. Thought I heard something. Hold on. There's always somebody lurking around the van taking pictures. But I'm at the mall right now. So if anybody's in Tacoma, want to hang out at the mall. Anyway, but so the thing is, it's like we were programmed with this globe propaganda, and we were given these controlled program responses, and the responses that we were told to submit to anybody that says anything against the mainstream. You know, you're crazy, for example. They'll just start off saying that the craziest thing that you can be in society is a flat earther. You can be a man who dresses like a woman, no problem. You know, the media protects the LGBTQRF, TUV population and all that with no problem. And these can be some of the strangest folks ever. No offense, I'm just saying, you know, but that's like a protected class. You know, the media's all over this whole idea of, you know, high schoolers that want to push the idea of disarming the population. Nobody says anything about that. The media doesn't put these pedophile politicians on blast. That's no problem. You know, there are grown men who dress up like animals, like dogs, and are paraded around the streets with a leash around their neck. Nobody says anything about that. There's a ton of all kinds of crazy stuff and crazy people in this world just walking around with absolutely no problem. And yet, the most ridiculous thing you can say, the craziest person out there, is the man or woman that says that the earth is flat. Don't you find that a little odd? That's kind of how society's been programmed, to think we're crazy. We tell you that the earth is flat and stationary, that up is up, down is down. We all walk around, you know, like normal. There aren't people upside down on the bottom of a spinning ball. We say that type of regular stuff. Nobody experiences walking upside down. Nobody actually sees any curvature. Nobody feels any spinning. But yet, us saying that immediately deems us worthy of ridicule to no end. And that's just ridiculous, in my opinion. But that's the society that we live in. So they call us crazy. Another program response that we get from these folks: oh, if the earth is flat, you would fall off the edge. As if we would like magically teleport to the edge of the flat earth and just fall off by happenstance. And again, along the lines of common sense, because This is what I do. A common sense guy. It's more likely that you would fall off of a ball than a flat surface. Don't you think? I mean, if it's way more likely. It's way more likely that you would fall off of a ball. You can't duplicate people walking on the side of a ball on a small scale. That doesn't happen. And so, because of the programming, people have just bought into that, and they're like, no, of course the earth isn't flat. You would fall off the edge. You would fall off of a ball. And then they laugh because, that's crazy. That's it. They believe NASA actually went to the moon, back in the 60s, early 70s and all that. They faked 6 moon landings. You can see all the CGI garbage that pops up. Let me see. You can see all the CGI garbage that happens as far as the, NASA and their live streams from the International Space Station and all that. That CGI glitch that happened in January, that should have been like the nail in the coffin. That should have went viral for everybody to see, like, okay, what's this about? But I don't know. It's like we have to continue talking about how NASA's fake after that. Maybe that's why they're trying to prop up SpaceX, because nobody can trust NASA anymore because of stuff like that. Who knows? We have these ideas, these beliefs about the way that the world is, and yet, people say stuff like, you don't understand physics, or you don't understand this or that. Insert some word that they probably don't understand. You don't understand science. No, we understand science. Science is that's the process by which an individual goes about, trying to examine the world around them through observation, experiments, and other research. I mean, we understand science, and we respect science. We respect applied science. We don't respect that theoretical science, that, the black holes millions of miles away, stars that exploded millions of years ago, who, it's like some of the stars aren't even there. We're just seeing the light from these stars all these millions of years later, night after night. It's just, gravity, of course. That's one of the favorites. You don't, where's the edge? Again, who says there's an edge? But at the same time, people are like, and they feel like that's their trump card. Where's the edge? I ain't seen no pictures of the edge. Well, I mean, there's lots of pictures of the, what you would call a ice wall that holds in the water. Now, I'm not saying that's what it is or that's not what it is, but I will respect the fact that water is flat, and I will respect the fact that every other time I've seen water lay flat, there is some sort of edge to the container. Duh. So there's got to be an edge somewhere. You got to deal with it. I mean, where's the edge of space? Where's that at? Where's the edge of the universe? Or are we just gonna just acknowledge that it's just infinite? Okay, sure, whatever. Space has no limit. Okay, that's cool. But at the same time, I'm like, come on, man. So one of these things that these global believers do. Oh man, hold on. Here, let me get in the chat real quick before I move on to this next part, man. It's like, I don't know. Let me try to read up. I don't want to get too distracted. All right, Flat Accord, what's happening? Origin One's in the house. What's going on? TGS Source. All right. Hobie is home. All right. Knowledge Scavenger. Okay. All right, Richard, what's going on? Jeremiah Johnson, Mario Ramirez, Carson M, what's good? Nice to see you. Curve Chaser. I'm looking for the curve myself. I haven't seen it though. I'm saying it could be an infinite plane. I'm just like, we don't know, but at least we'll say that we don't know. It's like they try to claim that, there's an answer to everything on the globe model, and a lot of it, when you line it up next to common sense, it just doesn't work. Oh, Albert, you thought I was dead? No. I got back from Korea. I've been working and stuff, man. I'm good. Yeah, it's all good. But yeah. So, jeez, these Globies, man. I'll be trying to go live more on this thing. You know, after that trip to Korea, I'm saying unpacking in here. And then there was an issue at my storage unit. I tried to go over there, punch in the code. It's like, I think somebody like ripped the door handle off of the door to my storage unit. So I haven't been there in a couple days, hoping that they had fixed it by the time I go back. So I'll probably go back there tomorrow. I got some stuff that I need to unpack out of here, put it in the storage unit from that trip. And then coming back, it's like having to unpack all that stuff. And then I had to take yesterday to just do like maintenance. I think that'll be my new thing. Monday maintenance in the van. Because this thing, it gets junky quick. You know, if you don't put everything away. So, this is van life for you. But yeah, I'm just chilling at Tacoma Mall. Just, I don't know, probably go in, grab something to eat in a little bit. But just chilling. Alright, so, about these Globies. My bad. I've gotten away. I've been calling them Globies. I don't use Globetard. That's not nice. Although they call us flat tards, I don't really appreciate that. But let me see. Oh yeah, Strange World is tonight. Thank you, ADR. All right. But yeah, I don't know. I got away from calling them heliocentric enthusiasts. I think I'll try to get back to that. So anyway. Oh snap. Oh God, no! Here we go. Anyway, but here's the thing: these globe believers, the heliocentric enthusiasts, they come at us sideways with the whole idea that yes, that's true. I'll get some. Actually, yeah, I think I'll do that now. I'll set that up. I can't set up any moderators right now. You know what? I'm gonna start another stream later just to set up some moderators. So you all hop on. If you want to be a moderator, hop on in like an hour. You know, maybe an hour after this stream, and you know I'll put those up and we'll do that thing. I need to get some moderators out here. Got a new channel and trolls are running rampant, apparently, so you can't have that. So I'll set up a few moderators. Can't do it right now from the phone for whatever reason, so it's all good. But all right, so because we come into the idea of you know, this alternative conclusion about the earth, that it's not a globe, that we didn't all come from some godless big bang, you know, we kind of come to the conclusion that being that this place happens to be in seemingly perfect order, that it was probably created by someone. There can't really be a creation without a creator, obviously. So, you know, we'll come to that conclusion for the most part, and the heliocentric enthusiasts will come around saying that, you know, we're like a religious cult, so to speak, and it's not even like that. It's kind of like we just, you know, figure it out one day, like, oh snap, we didn't just come about by accident. There is some order in this world, and yeah, somebody put this all in motion at some point. There had to be some sort of origin point, some sort of genesis, if you will. Anyway, nothing doesn't happen, or let me see, nothing can't create something. I don't think that can be replicated, except no exception. There's no exception. Nothing can't create something. That's just the way it is. But they call us religious nuts. But we'll talk about the earth being flat and the different aspects of it, and well, they'll come back with these retorts. They'll say, well, there is curvature, you just can't see it. Like, I don't know, the other day when I was at the Pacific Ocean, you know, I got people sitting here, you know, telling me, and I had put also Hey, Tara. I put up a post on Instagram and on Facebook, and I don't think I put a video on Twitter. I got up to a high point out by the Pacific Ocean and just got a good 180 flat water all the way across. So what they say is there's curvature, you just can't see it. Okay. This is what you got to believe if you're on the globe. So I can sit here and I can show you dozens of miles of flat water, and yet you still say, well, there's curvature, you just can't see it. Okay. And we tell you that the earth isn't spinning. Well, the earth is spinning, but it's spinning so fast that you can't tell. But I mean, imagine you're on the inside of a train and the train's moving. I'm like, okay, so if you're inside a train, for one, the train, okay, the train itself acts as a physical barrier from the outside. Now, if you want to be more accurate, try to get on top of the train while it's moving. And I think you're going to feel some sort of motion. No, you don't feel, you only feel acceleration. You don't feel like a steady speed. If you get on the outside of that daggone train and it's going 60 miles per hour, you're going to feel it. Whether it accelerates or slows down, you're going to feel it. If it stays at a steady 60 miles per hour and you're on top of that train, you're going to feel it. You're going to know that you're moving, period. But okay, you know, the earth is spinning. I'm like, no, it's not. Well, the way it works, all right. I was on a radio show the other night. This dude thought he had me cornered. He said, all right, so imagine you put some water inside a balloon, right? Now you take that balloon and you spin it. That's exactly what's going on Earth. I'm like, well, wait a minute. You put water inside a balloon and then you spin that balloon, all the water's going to go to the outside. How is that the same thing? This is just like when people come to you talking about how if you put some water in a bucket and then spin it over your head. What does that mean? All the water? You think that's how Earth is? You think the Earth is a ball? No, water would fly off of a ball. But this is what these globe believers believe. Okay, they'll say the Earth is spinning, you just can't feel it. There is curvature, you just can't see it. Oh, I'll say no. That's ridiculous. Okay, that's not how that works. Oh, you don't believe in gravity. You don't believe in gravity. I'm like, well, no, we're not supposed to believe in science. We're supposed to know what it is. We know it's flat. Thank you, Albert. We know it's flat. We know there's no curvature. We know there's no spin. They accuse us of being like a religious cult, but they're the ones that are doing more dabbling in beliefs. They believe in curvature that they can't see. They believe in there being spin of the earth that you can't feel. You believe in gravity that can't be proven. You guys are like a cult. You, Globey, you're in this huge globe cult, and you all say the same things. You fall off the edge. Ha! You guys are crazy. Gravity. You don't understand science. You don't understand physics. Well, how deep is it? Come on, man. These are all program responses. All of them. All of them. And that's the whole thing. We've been given these ideas to spit back at people who have a different idea about things. You know, we're the ones that broke away from a cult. What happens, if I understand correctly, in a cult, the people who get attacked are the people who leave the cult. Who's got our back? It looks like the whole world is a cult. And us flat earthers, us geocentric enthusiasts, we're the ones being attacked for leaving the cult. If you think about it, that's cult-like behavior right there. I mean, seriously. People want to believe, people want to argue for these things. Oh, there's no God. Okay, so the alternative for there not being a God is that you evolved from monkeys. You can have it. Go ahead. If that's what you want to believe, go right ahead. You got it. Do your thing. I don't know, man. But what happens is these discussions kind of come to a point back to where they're trying to teach us the globe, as if we didn't go through the same levels of programming that they did. We sat through science class. We had to sit here and do the little go drag our parents out to Michael's or whatever, and we had to buy a bunch of balls, and we had to set up the solar system and paint. Oh, we're gonna paint this one. We're gonna paint it red. This is Mars. Oh, we're gonna paint this one blue and green. It's the Earth. Put the little styrofoam ball on the thing. We all had to do the same stuff. We had to sit here and memorize the planets. We all had to do the same stuff. And they're trying to teach us, reteach us as adults, the globe model. We know the globe model. Stop trying to teach us that stuff. We already know it. We know more about the globe model than they do. Because if they actually understood what they believe, they probably wouldn't believe it. And that's why we got to continue doing what we do. This is why we got to get each other's back on this thing. Because it's like, yo, it's us against the world, basically. Think about it. The media mocks us. They mock me. Okay? Publications, they mock us. You know? Comedians, daggone, these late night talk show hosts, they try to clown us in movies and things like that. They'll take these little jabs at us. Yo, we got to get each other's back out here. That's why we got to get to these meetups. That's why we got to get to these conferences and things, so we can get each other's back, because it's us basically against the system, because the whole system is set up programming people to be against us. Flat Earthers unite. Alright? That's what it is. That's what it is. The whole system's been programmed to be against us, people. So that's what it is, fam. That's what it is. I just wanted to talk to you all about that. I thought about that this morning. I was like, man, I wanted to do a stream this morning, but it was kind of early. I had to go to work, and but I'm saying I'll be on here talking about these things, but we're not the cult. We're the ones that broke away from the cult. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. Yo! Oh, what, baby? What up, homie?
How you been? I'm trying to see, nigga.
All right. Yeah, I'm here doing a live stream. My bad.
Oh, okay. You're doing live, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you up, man. All right. But yeah, so that's just So yeah, that's just what it is, folks. I'll be around here. It is the new spot. D Marble Live. I'll probably keep it a little more lighthearted. I'll try not to, be too silly over here, because y'all know I'm a nut. I'll mess around and wake up Saturday morning, turn the phone on, like, all right, just so y'all know, I'm in the van. You know what I'm saying? This is it. People like, I don't believe you really doing that. I'm like, I really am. No. All right, Chase Money. I'll shout you out, too. You always talking about shout me out, man. I got you. I'll make you a moderator. You better be chasing these daggone trolls out of here. So I'll hop on in a little bit. Hey, Dave. How's it going? All right, so I'll go ahead and wrap this thing up. So we're already at about a half hour. And, all right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Seriously, I really appreciate you all. Let's get each other's back out there. Online, you see somebody, in a little back and forth with some globies online or in the forum or in the messages or whatever it goes. If you got time, go in, smack them around a little bit with some knowledge and truth, and do your thing. It's all right, Kayla. It's all right. I'm still here for you. I'm sorry. I'll start trying to be more structured around here, but I'm not really good at planning like that. My bad. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, y'all. Appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in, Miss Griffin. Jim Crow Flag, what's good? I see Dave's in the house. Tara, you have a blessed day as well. G Soldier, what up? Flat Accord, Chase Money, my man Carson. See you, Kayla. Sorry, I gotta cut it out. NASA, Melissa, JR, Wolfmatic, what? Excuse me? Nah, it's all good. Yeah, Globe Denier, yeah, for sure. But it's all good, y'all. Appreciate you, Richard. I appreciate you sharing those posts. All right, everybody, Flat Earth Mind people. Thank you, thank you. All right, you all take care. Have a good evening. I'll probably be back on like for a little bit in an hour or so just to get some moderators set up. So that's all I got, y'all. Appreciate you. As always, be good to each other. Take care of yourself. Stay flat. I'll see you next time. Thank you.